Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 13 of the Riotcast. I am your proud host, Cameron Urbowitz, or Johnny Yuma, or Bruins Fanatic 100, or just Cam. And with me we have.
All the people.
Okay. that was failed. We kind of died. Okay.
This
Who are
is
you?
how all the podcasts start. They are awful.
Okay, so basically we have me, Rice, Clardy, and everybody's favorite member, Samee. Say hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hi.
I think Sammy doesn't get the title of favorite player anymore. I think the title might actually belong to Wally now.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
I've never been that hated. Oh my god. I'm not that hated.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I?
Like, there's a new sheet.
I don't think it's
You know
more
the people
hated.
that.
It's more like, oh god, it's Sammy. Can he just
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. Nice.
Jesus.
Yo, America's got the co-GM job. I mean, the head GM job.
Jesus. Okay, so I guess that's the first topic. Guess that's the first topic today. Is
Yeah.
holy shit, it's Portland.
Wow. This is Portland, I swear.
Congratulations, Portland. We are no longer the joke of the Western Conference. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Yay.
But anyways,
Fucking
Thanks.
friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's bad. Holy shit.
unless you've been living under a rock these past couple days, Portland was recently caught and punished for circumventing the cap in order to sign Big
Big
Z.
Z.
There's a
And
layer of
Just call him Big Z, okay?
and everyone on Portland was a little bitch about it and rage quit, but
Okay, not really.
they all
It was
rage
like
quit.
like 4 players.
6 players.
6?
Well, Wally came back, so 5. But
Brom's not even. Brom's player isn't even. Brom recreative. Does he count? Counts.
I don't know.
I don't
Like-
think he counts either. He was
He's
already retired.
Yeah, retired is recreate, so he just
Yeah.
is governed badly. Like,
He doesn't like any of the
Schultz-
stupid shit that goes on.
he was
Actually, I probably shouldn't
And
have
I
said
saw
everyone was
Schultz.
a bitch, but whatever.
Schultz coming anyways. Like he's been going on and off for such a long time. Just kind of okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow, we're really bad at this.
It's your first time. We kind of just go with the flow. We just talk about whatever. But so the appeal just happened. We can talk a little bit about that.
That's true.
You think it's fair? I think it's fair.
I think
Not really, honestly. Who's talking?
I think
You
this
or me?
overall punishment is fine. I think they shouldn't have lost all their firsts, but I think everything else is cool.
Punishment that involves this when the GMs made the mistake. I don't think it's. It's like punishing the play GMs because it really hurts the future of the team.
That's
Right?
what punishments are meant to do.
No, but I mean, how does the GMs like? How are the players responsible for it? The GM should be the hard punishment. I mean, they are season suspend the firing of them, but like the players are honestly getting the harder punishment here.
I think that the members
to
get the
act
hardest
The
punishment.
players in the future. What'd you say?
No, I mean, I think that the GMs are getting a harsh punishment, and
No, I mean I agree with that, but then the players are also getting the sort of harsh punishment first. Like that's basically losing if you look at it.
Well, they also lost a
Right?
lot of players because they all retired.
Yeah,
That's
it's like okay,
partially-
but this isn't.
They did it to themselves partially.
This is that was self-inflicted by the players, but still, like punishments like these will cause players to go inactive because it hurts the team so much. I mean, Hazard even said that he was planning to pull a tone because it hurt the team so much and it gave the team almost no future. I don't think punishments that the GMs inflicted on their own team should like more than the GMs.
I think the punishment is fine, to be honest. It's not the first time it's happened to Portland either, so. I mean,
I mean,
it happened the first time, and they ended
yeah,
up
you're
making the
not
finals.
wrong.
How many years? 10 seasons later, they'll be all right.
10 seasons later.
Yeah, but now they have like no first to like guess.
Well, same thing happened last time.
That's self-inflicted though.
Then you just sell the farm, in my opinion.
You know.
Scorch the earth.
Yeah, but anyway, but like Wally's downfall was coming. It was about time he had to go. Honestly, like those trades, the trade, like what the hell is that? They traded a active player 701 who thought he was good and a first for a player's rights. That's terrible, right?
Well, it didn't work out, so.
No, but
I mean,
God, even if it did work out, I'd still say it's a bad, stupid risk. Waited till he actually went to the UFA. So sacrificing a first 3 days of Crutchfield in your locker room.
well, Crutch had that right, and he chose to do it. So, I mean,
I know. I mean, that's not his fault. It's not his fault. I'm GMs for making that move because it wasn't if he'd resigned. That's just way too risky and dumb. Like if like
bye,
LAP got a
he'll be back, I'm sure. Or if not, then whatever.
Wait,
he's driving. He'll probably drop off a couple times. I think it happened last time too.
I feel like I hear some sort of like sirens there.
Oh, that's me. There's sirens like a lot here in London.
Rice, they found you.
Did Clardy get pulled over?
No, that's
that
Rice.
Was hilarious.
Oh my god! I
wasn't looking at that.
I did say to Clarity when we had the podcast where my mic wasn't on because I'm dumb. I said if he got pulled over, he should put the cop on the podcast. What's his name? Someone did that before. Diener did a podcast in a store once. I think that's like the third time I've told that story.
I missed that. But I did watch his or listen to his podcast when he was driving, and then Bojo made the condensed Diener thing. Do you remember that?
Nah.
Oh my gosh, that's probably the funniest thing I've seen on SHL. Like, that's honest. Yeah, it's probably the funniest thing. I'll ask Bojo if he still has a link or anything to it, but it was hilarious.
Why would Bojo have it? It's like because Bojo has it.
Bojo's the GOAT.
No, he's the one that made it.
Oh, but what you guys are saying.
Bojo's the best because my Quiplash game got into his SIG, so fuck yeah. That's an honor. But anyways.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, Rice. It's me and you, buddy. So, let's talk about, you want to talk about Portland's interim GM? Because we're
okay. Gala?
Right. Yep. So, also, Galatix has taken over role as head GM, I believe, right now.
For now.
Until everything gets sorted out. This is an official endorsement from me. I'd like to see her get a shot at GMing an SHL team, permitting her schedule lets her do it. I think she has a good idea of what she wants to do with the team with Portland. So this is an official endorsement, along with last week's endorsement of the real BK for the Buffalo job.
Um, yeah. I don't know much about BK, but he's not the topic right now, so good. Um, for Gala, I think she would do all right. Um, she did do a couple trades that were a little suspect, but there's a learning curve to the job, um, which I'm sure she knows now if she didn't already.
Well, there's also
Uh,
there's also the panicking aspect of we just lost a crap ton of picks. We have to get them back. You know,
yeah, yeah.
which I can understand as well.
But yeah, no, I think the right thing to do would to be to let her have the head GM job if HO like obviously they're bringing someone in, but if they want like I think the right thing to do would be to bring in like someone who has GM before and make them the co and like help guide Galactics because she was already on Portland. I think you like when I was talking to you yesterday, probably you said
Yeah.
like she stepped up when no one else did, and you know that should be commended. Give her a shot.
I completely agree. So this is an official Riotcast endorsement from me and Rice. I know maybe 2 people listen to this, but hey, anything that helps.
Yeah.
So, what else? Because there's still a lot to talk about. We didn't talk about we didn't talk about all the retirements, did we? We did before, but
No, we just kind of glossed over them.
you want to go into a little bit of depth, or do you want to just? I mean,
Yeah, we can.
okay. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I can. Where's my shit at? So I can look at who retired because there are so many goddamn names. 1 second. Yeah, we do the shit on the fly, bitch. I don't edit things. I mean, this podcast has no production value. And it's the best one out there. All right, hold up. So retirements, where are they at? Aha. So Alex Reed, even though I don't think he was on Portland, retired. Schultze retired. Banning retired. Brum retired. Tanner retired. And then Wally retired and then unretired. So, and that was all in the space of 2 days. So, first of all, that's a huge hit for Portland. I mean, they just lost a bunch of young players that are their future.
Not only were they young players, they were good members. Like Tanner and Schultze are like
Yep, that's true.
big guys.
There are big names around here. You're right about that. I didn't even think of that actually. Yeah, so Portland is a bit. I mean, we've already touched on it. Portland's. I mean, I don't want to say that they're screwed, but they're in a pretty big hole right now. I mean, providing they make all the right moves, they'll be all right. But that's not. I mean, that's not always possible. But like,
It's
what was I gonna say? Banning. I mean, when it comes to the whole thing on its own, Banning dug his own grave.
yeah.
He kept digging it. I mean, what he should have said, he should have just said his piece and left it alone. But he chose to be drawn back in by all the instigators that are on this site. Because, I mean.
There are many of those.
Well, the thing is, people fall for it.
Yeah. Which is why people keep doing it.
Exactly. But, yeah, Banning dug his own grave, which kind of started this whole thing. Or, it started the whole thing leading to everything coming out, leading to all the retirements. But I mean, they made a statement by retiring, but I don't know if it's the right one. At least when it comes to public perception and all of that. I mean, a lot of people are just saying, "Oh, they just ran away when it got hard." You know, they got punished and they didn't want to deal
Who
with
said
it.
this? Just people?
I've seen it around, like people saying like they got the punishment and then they left because they didn't like it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't want to deal with their own mistake, or maybe not their own mistakes, but their team's mistakes.
Well, I don't know.
But I can see it from
admitted,
both sides.
I would be pretty pissed if like Clardy did something like that. But I don't know.
I don't know if I'd retire.
That's a pretty big
it,
rage
though.
quit.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd retire of it because of if something happened that to me, but that's just me speaking from the outside. I mean, there are a lot of I don't know feelings if you're affected, but just looking at it from the outside, I don't think I would retire simply because if Seattle or whoever I was playing for got fucked over or punished or however you want to describe it.
If I'm being honest, like if that happened with my team, just me, because like every season for me is like, do I really want to keep going or do I want to retire? Like I'm already on the fence, so that would make me consider it more, like for real. But I don't think I would have retired as soon as everyone did. At least.
I guess I hear that. I mean, I'm also saying this from a guy who just recently recreated. I mean, I'm not like. I mean, you still have your player from almost the same draft as me.
2014.
Oh my god. Rice, you're making me feel so old. Stop. Even though I'm 19.
Jeez, what a youngin'.
20 soon. I'm going to be 20 in almost a month. But seriously, I've been on this site for way too long. Why am I here?
Well, you could be like JP. Been here since like 2011. There's some people that are still on here from like the original SHL site.
I mean, yeah. What's his name? Leonidas. Even though he's not around anymore.
Is he back?
No, I wish. But he was around apparently in the first season.
No. Yeah. He it was funny because I tell you he was the one that got me into sim leagues and stuff, and when I tried to recruit him like during the off season after my rookie season, he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been there before." I was like, "Wait, what?" And he was like, "Yeah, I won the cup my first year with Winnipeg. Then I left." And I was like, "Oh, geez."
One and done.
Yeah.
I guess that's not.
Then he came back. No, then he came back after I bugged him a bit more about it, and then left after a while. He did stay for quite a while, so.
I used to not like Leo.
Really?
I thought he came across as arrogant to me.
But he is.
Once I got to,
I think he is.
Once I got to talk to him, he's not so bad.
He well, I went to school.
I say that about a lot of people.
Yeah, he's a. I don't know. He is a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, but there are some times when he's definitely a little too much there.
Yeah, I can put up with a lot of things. Hell, I've shared a locker room with Clardy for a million years. I can deal with anything, Rice.
Yeah, I'd like to see you deal with this Portland stuff. Put that to the test.
Do you want to see me deal with Portland?
Yeah.
Well, real
quick. I can deal with anything.
Real quick, Rice. If you were in charge of Portland, what would you do right
now? Trade anything that's tradable.
I would probably do the same thing. And then I would delete my account.
Trade it all for first rounders, or yeah, because that's probably Trade it all for first rounders and delete the account. No, but like, there is a bright side to the whole Portland thing. The bright side is most of the team is still really young.
That's true.
So they can trade a few things. Like obviously, I'd try to get rid of the retired players because they're still going to be around for one season. See if a team would want like depth players to help go for the cup. Obviously, you wouldn't get much for that, but you could probably get something, and then probably trade an active or something, and try to get a younger active to have for your rebuild, and that probably puts you in a better position if you can pull that off.
Yeah, I don't think Portland's all the way screwed, but I've already said
No,
that a couple times. Yeah.
if they were like Wes Kendall with all of their well, not all, but a good portion of that team is in regression, and they still rely on those players quite a bit. Like if that happened and those guys retired, then it'll be like, what the heck is happening, you know? But Portland's still really young. Like most of their team is season 30 or later, so that's not bad.
No, it is not. Okay, so I think we've talked about as much as we can on Portland. I mean, I can't think of anything else. This is the problem without having a list to look at because I forgot to put it together. Let's see if I can. Let's see. I probably have a list somewhere. Let me check the pins. No, I don't. Son of a bitch. I told everybody we do this live.
You have a pin saying next cast. Tell Cam to see if his mic is on.
Let me check. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, my mic's on. Hello. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I'm still angry. But what else is going on in the SHL? Preseason just wrapped up. We can talk about that.
Sure.
So hold on, let me get the preseason stats in front of me here, and then we'll talk about that a little bit. And then I can also talk about my awesome performance in the SMJHL. So let's see. Standings, all right. So the Riot finished after 22 games. We had 27. We finished third in the West, and apparently, according to Clarity, I think we started Mel for half of those games.
What was for half of the games?
I think no, hold on. I think Clarity said we finished third in the we finished third in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Clarity said we started Mel for either one or half of the games or 1/3 of the games. So that's still pretty good. And Mel is on. I think Mel has what 700, 6 something.
700 something.
So I mean, we're doing. I think I keep saying we. I'm not on this team, but I think the Riot are in a pretty good spot right now. I mean, the Riot are never going to finish first place. So third place is fine with me, especially after the last 2 seasons we've had. I do think
I like how you say fine with me, like you're still on the team.
Well, it's kind of hard not to, considering. I mean, I've been on this team since, or I've been around this team since what, season 23?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. What did Clardy say? I know he said something. Anyway, yeah, we started Mel for 1/3 of those games, I believe. So I think we're in okay. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna I don't know if the Riot are gonna set the world on fire, but I don't think we're gonna be a pushover either.
No, I think we'll
Damn,
have
Jed,
a
look at all
decent
those
team.
points you got.
After the first sim, I was tied for first.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
Yeah, you had
I was shocked.
You had 26 points.
Yeah, and I had like after the first sim, I think I had 14 in like 8 games or something stupid like that.
It all just depends on if the sim goes the right way, and that's this way.
Mhm.
Because if there's one thing we all know, STHS is a fickle mistress.
Mhm.
We've seen it time and time again. But whatever. I mean, you can't really control it, so you can't really worry about it either. It just happens. But so we've done. I mean, are there any? Let me see if there's any outstanding things in the. If there's any like weird things that I don't notice. Wow, how about that? Joe Kercheski with 30 points. Damn, nice job. Nice job, Joe. Let's see. I wish Clardy was here. He'd move it along a lot better than I am. Clardy like probably crashed his car or something. Ran out of gas.
He's pushing his car on the highway right now.
Pushing it to the next gas. He said he found one. Watch, he found one and he just drove right by it when he was talking to us.
Gets stuck in the middle of the road.
That'd be a very Clardy thing to do. We love you, Clardy, but we can make fun of you too. Real quick, I want to see what my stats were for preseason. I probably kicked ass knowing me. Come on, I'm a beast.
It's your first season, right, with your recreate?
Yes, it is.
What team?
I was drafted by the Crows because thank God.
All right, you did say you stayed with them.
That's the only place I want to be. So, oh wow, the Crows finished after 30 games. We finished top of the board. 46
Nice.
points. We finished almost 10 point. We finished 9 points above the Falcons for first place in the whole deal in the whole league. Because I forgot that's how they do it now, which is stupid. But whatever.
Oh wait, what?
Isn't that how they do the Isn't that how they do the seeding and playoffs for the SMJHL now? It's just the best 6 teams. There's no conferences.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Yeah,
now?
there's no more conferences anymore.
Oh, that's stupid. Since when did they do that?
Apparently very recently, because I'm looking at it right now, and I clicked on the division tab, and it said the only division, and it just listed every team. So apparently that's a thing.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dumb too. I've ranted about how bad the playoff format is a couple times. I don't think I need to do it again. But hold on.
Yeah.
What were my stats? I probably got 15 shutouts. Oh damn. 22 wins, 6 losses, 2 OTLs, a 2.4 goals against average, 3 shutouts. Damn. I didn't think I did that well. I think I'm only at 200 TPE, so that's pretty damn good. And again, we have a
Why'd you create a
defense.
goalie at this time? Just wanted to try it out.
I wanted to be a defenseman when I first wanted to recreate, because it's like because every defenseman on every team that I played with always just retired. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a defenseman and not retire. And then they changed the update scale.
Mm.
And I'm like, F that. So I'm gonna use the good update scale, which is the goalie scale. So it's also a lot easier for me. It's also a lot easier for me because I'm in college. I mean, I won't have a ton of time
to put into building your player.
I won't have enough time to put into. I won't have a ton of time to put into PTs and shit. That way, I can just get the equipment and then train and then do the activity checks, and that's all that I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so you're not planning.
If there's like a.
You're not planning on coming back to Seattle then?
What do you mean?
What? We don't need a goalie.
I'll be your bench door opener, 3rd string.
The bench door opener. All right, but you're gonna have to tell Mel that she needs to find a new job then, because that was her job.
Mel can play defense.
Defense? Okay, cool.
Well,
that works.
Well, on this team, we've had a bunch of changes. Like, what's it called? I mean, like, we moved what's his name up to, or why do I keep saying what's his name? We moved GOB up to forward for like 2 seasons.
Right.
We moved
I knew about
Bursic.
that.
We moved Bursic, who was a forward, back to defense for a couple of seasons.
I think I was on Seattle when we did that.
Also, Bursic, please come back. I miss you, buddy. You were awesome, dude. I know you
He
wanted
was
to hear
he
this.
was also he was also a St. Louis guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he was on St. Louis.
What was his username?
Sam Bennett's pull-up coach.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I created it. That's why I created a goalie, because I just don't. I hate the update scale. I think the old one is better, because I don't think you should have to put in all this work to be a top player. I mean, this league should just be what it is, a sim league. No one wants to be a third line grinder winger. Nobody. You know, you want to be the star or a guy with a lot of points. TPE.
With
You know?
with the old update skill, it was really easy to build like a decent player. You didn't have to be a 1000 TP player to be any good.
Exactly.
Like, um, I think they should. I don't know. Like, you know that one league that Jamie
Yeah,
made?
they put a cap
capped
on
it.
it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's 750. They cap it. I think we should maybe try something like that if you're gonna use the new update scale.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Like the old update skill would have been fine if we had a cap, but like
That too.
we had so much TPE being tossed around that everyone was just putting 99 on everything, and
Argar with 2000 TPE.
yeah, like I don't know. It was I liked it a lot more before when each team had like 2 or 3 1000 players, and like whenever you like I remember when I first signed up. I feel like an old man saying that, but you know, when we first started, and we'd see like Carter Callahan or
Jeez, flash from a
Joe
past.
McKeel,
Yeah, oh my
yeah,
god.
like when they had 1000 TPA, and I was like, holy crap! And you know, they were the stars back then with like America and Morley and them, but you know, now like 1000 TP is common, and some people are getting it after 5 seasons of being drafted. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you have 1,000, like, I know that's a term like that gets thrown maybe around a lot, but it factor. You know, there should be a player. Like, if you have 1,000 TPE, you should be like the it factor, like the dominant player on the team, not just some. Oh, you have 1,000 TPE, so does 25 other people. You know.
Yeah, like some teams, I don't know if it's happening right now, but wait, no, yeah, some teams have 1000 TP players playing on the third line. Like that's
That's
ridiculous.
insane. What?
I think we we have Stamkos on our third line right now, and he's 1000.
Real? I didn't know he had that much.
I'm pretty sure he's 1000. I'm just gonna double check right now.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna go look. I
see,
mean, I know he has a lot.
yeah, he's 1023,
Krylat
and
is
he's a third,
1,000. Damn.
and he's a third liner for us. Like,
Holy shit. Wow, we have a lot more TPE guys than I thought. Holy shit.
yeah, like St. Louis is in a good, or St. Louis,
Seattle.
Seattle's in a good position. I don't know why people were saying like, "Oh, Seattle sucks," or
Because it's
you
who
know,
we are, you know?
yeah, but on paper,
Because LOL Clardy.
yeah,
That's
no, but on paper, we have a really good team, and we even have like a solid goalie. So I'm not worried at all about how Seattle's gonna do this season.
championship. Here we come.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone, Samee's here, but his shit is just muted. All of it. I like how we went from a 4-man pod to a 2-man pod in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Samee. At the start of this, Sammy's like, "Oh, I hope I don't have to leave right away."
Cardi added me. He's like, "Cam, can you record?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's gone already.
Oh, I think Sammy's coming back.
Oh, hello,
Being
Hello.
the
Sammy.
devil.
Yeah.
Asking if shall receive.
I might
Welcome
disappear.
back.
But... Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have
I did
25
a
minutes.
lot.
We have 25 minutes, guys. By the way,
Cool.
25 minutes left.
Watch my video, so yeah.
So we did everything Portland, and now we're kind of just talking about the state of the Riot
Oh,
right
really?
now and TPE counts.
Oh. Well, what, 9-4.
You cut out there, Sammy. I couldn't hear you, bud.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I said I'm at 940.
Nice.
Damn.
If we're talking about that, I guess.
We were more talking
Super-
about like we don't like the update scale.
You don't?
No.
No, it's
I
stupid.
don't know. Yeah, everybody. It's kind of easy to get into the 9.
Is it actually? Well, I mean, if you do all the PTs, I guess.
I didn't do a PT this season on. Okay, I guess you're right. It's I don't know what I don't know. I don't find anything wrong with it.
I just don't like how
One
many
second.
points it takes to level up one. I think the old 1, 2, 5, 7 was fine. I don't think it should be what 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 now.
12. Yeah.
Also, the fact that you start down at 40 really baffles me too. Not 50. When
It was 50.
skaters.
Was it 50 before?
Yeah, it was 50. Now it's 40 if you start off as a skater.
Jeez. See, that's another thing that makes me not want to recreate. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
Just make a goalie, Rice. The
Oh my
goalie hockey
gosh.
league.
Everyone's a goalie.
That should be an all-star game thing. Goalies play forward. Forwards play goalie. I'd watch it.
That'd be
NHL,
interesting.
get on
actually.
that.
That'd be interesting. But, well, I actually like the old format of the All-Star game, to be honest.
What, the East versus West?
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I like it. It's the thing. I like threes, but I also like a lot of goals being scored in one game.
Mm-hmm.
Like 12-11 is really fun, but I also like threes because that's never not entertaining.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I don't know, I liked more the fact that, like, assuming you had a player from your favorite team make it to the All-Star game, you would see them play with the other people. I don't know, I just feel like it meant a little more when it was East versus West, for me, at least.
Well, at least they don't do like what the MLB used to do. It's like winner gets home field advantage in the World Series. It's like no.
Yeah.
You're making a meaningless game meaningful, and that's kind of dumb. That's not what it should be. Like, as much as I hate John Scott, like, that shit did a lot of things for hockey. At least we think it does.
Did it really?
I don't know.
Well, it was a lot of publicity
It
at
got
least.
a lot of media attention.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I hate John Scott, but
I don't know. At off ice, you can hate him on the ice, I guess.
I don't hate him off the. I never hate any player off the ice.
Yeah.
But on the ice, I think he's a plug.
On the on
And
On the
yeah.
And on the surface, him being voted into the All-Star game was a joke. It was a joke. It started off as a joke, and everyone's like, "Oh, it was such a great thing." No, it was a joke. It started off as a joke. You know?
That was hilarious. I was just if somebody told me like, "Oh yeah, vote John Scott in the All-Star game." Why? It's like, maybe there's a chance you get memes. I'm like,
That's what it was
okay.
for. It was for the meme.
Yeah.
I
was like, okay.
I was always confused with how exactly he got to the NHL in the first place.
Because he fights people.
I don't know. Grit, intangibles.
He's not
Truculence.
even that gritty. Like,
I guess intangibles though.
Good locker room
intangibles, yeah.
presence.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
LR guy.
Like the guy could barely skate.
Yeah.
Although,
Didn't he snipe one on Holtby once?
yeah, I was just gonna say he has surprised me with the shot a couple times.
It's, you know what really angers me? Braden Holtby shut out the Bruins like 3 times in a row, but
Yeah.
John Scott managed to score on him. We
It's
went 9 periods without scoring on Holtby, and John Scott's like, whatever.
NHL's rigged. That was for the
Yeah.
memes. They had someone controlling the puck with a remote control. They're like, okay, top corner.
But anyway,
All right.
do you guys real quick? Aren't you guys both Sens fans? Real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to talk about Murray real quick, or do you guys want to leave that alone?
Oh,
Okay.
Because that's big news.
Murray.
well,
Wait, Murray. I missed something. Oh! I heard. I thought you were talking about something else. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Right.
yeah,
Sammy, we know that.
he's not a real fan.
Well, like
Sammy,
the Penn
Sammy's a
series.
Leafs fan, really.
I thought you were talking about like the Penn series.
No.
Murray. I'm like trying to make
I mean, your old
and
GM.
realize, oh, Brian Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. Like he did so much for the. Damn, he got Turris for us. He got Carlson.
I actually liked him. Well, he was obviously a good general manager, but I liked him more for
I liked him more
what
as a
he
coach.
did as a coach.
Yeah,
Like
easily.
I remember,
I didn't
like
agree with a lot of his moves as a general manager, but he's still a really good guy. He was a great coach. Like I don't think he should have gone in and he should have stayed as a coach. Honestly.
yeah,
See
like
that?
I remember watching their playoff run to the finals, and
Yeah.
the season after he got promoted, I guess, to general
Promoted.
manager.
Not sure
And
that was the right move. Honestly.
yeah, because the season after he made a lot of really sketchy things. Like I never agreed with the Patrick Eves, Joe Corvo trade for freaking who'd he get? Like Corey Stillman and
Joe Corvo.
Who were
Corey-
these people?
He
I don't
played for the
remember.
Bruins and sucked. Hi, Clardy. Welcome back.
Clardy's
Well,
back.
Yo, Cam, Redden also played for you, no?
Yeah,
Wade Redden's
Wade
awesome.
Redden. I went to the game where he scored against the Leafs.
God damn it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was at game 1 against the Leafs, and he sniped it on Reimer, and then Horton tipped another one of his shots in at the end of the period.
I went to a Sens.
Redden was good.
I went to a Sens game where Brian McGrattan scored. How rare is that? Brian McGrattan.
I don't know this guy.
Bruh.
He's
I'm
like
serious.
a fourth line grinder.
He only scored 2 goals for Ottawa in his like 3 seasons or whatever, and I
damn.
was there for one of them.
Wow, right?
Okay, sorry to make a late podcast appearance, but I'm back now.
Hi,
Yeah.
Clardy.
Well, I just came to.
We have 17 minutes. Clardy,
Oh shit!
We still
So
got
what
some
was the
time.
ruling on the Portland appeal? Was it good? Was it bad? What was it?
Man, this was like half an hour ago.
Yeah, but real quick, we'll just give our
we're talking
because
about
Clardy wasn't here. I thought it was fair because they gave back one of the first round picks. Everything else is fine with me.
Like, did we talk about Wally and those PMs and stuff?
LOL, Wally.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Did we talk
Dumbass.
about the PMs though?
I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
did.
saw the PMs.
Wally used
I
a
don't
fake email.
understand though. So like, why did people actually like hating on him over those PMs?
Oh,
I didn't
because
understand it.
he's being a complete bitch. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't understand them. That's it. Like, what was going on? It's
Okay,
because
so-
I don't read. Why?
Well, okay, so
You guys need to explain it to me. I didn't really like.
get it?
Yeah.
Okay, the way that I understood the PMs was that he admitted that they were 2.5 mil over the cap last season, much less this current
No, but
season.
Spangles said that they weren't. So even after that,
I'll have to
I
take
mean-
Spangle's word for it, but I mean, I don't know.
I'll take his word, right? Like
I mean,
I don't
I
know, maybe
guess.
Wally's like bad mathematician.
I mean, at that point, though, I mean, if he's admitting
Yeah.
that he was over the cap, even if it didn't happen, that's still shitty
That's
to
still,
say that
yeah.
he knew that
That's
he was
still
over
not a
the
good
cap.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on top of that, there was there were talks between whether or not they had the right contracts and who they were reducing contracts from, and then Wally's decision to trade certain contracts even after they realized that it was a different number, or at least that's how I read it.
Yeah, that's really sketchy. Like I read it, but I didn't understand it.
It's
That's
really
I
sketchy, and
understand now. That's
yeah,
if
it
you're
seems like a lot of
GM.
it is.
I
And
used to I used to like Tweet a lot. And
hey,
still
he's a
welcome
think
good
to
there's-
person, but
yeah.
I like. I mean, Wally and people, but that's just that's so weird.
I still don't think we're out of the woods
Those
with this
two.
yet, guys. I still think there's more shit coming.
You know, do you think so? Like though, what
Yeah,
more
who
could
knows?
I think Portland will GM like right away. And if anybody's getting punished, it's Wally and Tweedle. Nothing happens to the team. I'm serious.
You never know. I mean,
And the SHL shit
okay.
never ends.
Well,
Yeah.
the other question I have is, I mean, how does somebody who joined the team literally a month ago become the new co-GM in the wake of all this? Like that's a question that
So
needs to
I
be
don't think
answered.
okay, honestly, I look at the Portland roster. There's either nobody. I mean, there are people fit for it, but they don't. Rich doesn't want to have a management spot at all in the SHL, and neither does Hazard. And then the rest of the people don't look really fit. So I guess Galactics was just a choice out of a bunch of others because there wasn't honestly a good choice in that roster. That's really it.
I mean,
I'm
if
gonna
Like
anything, they
okay,
should have picked somebody to be a coaching role. It should not a co-GM.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on
I don't
this.
know. Like like there's nobody fit for it. They just gave it to someone as an intern. He's not gonna stay there. I'm there's
Gee,
nothing wrong with it. He didn't want to be a GM. I remember that. That's what he stepped down because he was too busy for it when he was a
Well,
co-GM or and head GM. And then
okay, so you say
and
that
then there's
there's
Rich who just what?
I mean, like, so you say that there's not an issue with the interim being placed, but I mean, look at the trades that happened immediately after the interim got placed. Like,
That's
why?
true. I guess.
How are you? No, how are you expecting? Like, I don't care how good the trades were or not. Like, how do you expect a new GM to come in and honor those agreements when they might have had a completely different plan and now they're stuck with this interim GM? Like, if anything, that role,
You're
that
not you're
advisory
not
and
wrong.
cleanup,
That's so true.
that
Shouldn't
advisory and
happen. I
cleanup
don't think
role,
When your name shouldn't really be doing anything, honestly.
like
It's just a
the
name,
most.
honestly. That's what it they shouldn't be making any massive trades like the one Galactics make. No offense, Galactics. They not
I mean,
experienced enough because I think she can be if she gets the maybe a co-GM or maybe a scouting, but those trades were just eh.
well, and the other thing is that, like, if anything, the person who takes over at that point should be a person who is setting up lines after everything has happened, and then maybe signing inactive free agents to get roster up to code. That's the most that
Yeah,
person
that's
should do
perfectly
because
yeah. Yep, I 100% think Inter should be making massive moves until they actually, of course, their experience, right? Like they have lots of
yeah, but
experience, maybe,
even then,
maybe,
I don't really agree with it because all the role that should be played
because
by
the
interim
new,
GM.
if the interim isn't selected as the head GM, then the new head GM was kind of screwed over by these trades. Plan. You're absolutely right on
Yeah,
that. Yep.
yeah, like it's not even a question of whether or not they're experienced for it or whether they're qualified for it. It's a you're not supposed to be making team-altering decisions as an interim. You're supposed to be a placeholder until they find a new head GM to take over.
You make the
All
minor moves that like the need moves, like maybe roster fillers, right? You need to make the lines, right? That's it. I mean,
And
this isn't an offense to Galactics. They need to write this down somewhere,
it's just
right?
because the decisions that an interim GM needs to make should also be able to be completely reversible.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal.
Like
That's why I think that's kind of bogus in a sense.
this should be written down somewhere, right? Honestly, like this isn't against Galactics or anything. She's a great person, but
I think
like
if someone is interim GM, then it's until someone else says otherwise. I think it's their team. So I'm on the other side. Like I think
no, but if she's named
here.
interim, then like
no, I think it's fine. Like I do think she needs help, which HO is dealing with right now, but I don't think just because she's interim GM, like she should be allowed to do what she thinks is the right thing for the team.
Okay, I'll say this also from another perspective. Like, having been in a similar position where, like, let's say, for instance, the draft 2 seasons ago, this was brought up in one of the trade threads. It's like, well, the trade got vetoed, and then Evans rightfully pointed out, and I really agree with him on it, even though we were the total benefactors of it. We completely fucked over Manhattan with a trade that happened between a non-GM and a co-GM that was not supposed to be able to make trades, and that got put
McZero, right?
Yeah, and that
I
fucked over
mean,
Manhattan.
but he's in the position to do that. I mean, if you're
I'm not
code,
though.
I mean,
that's the thing. Like,
Wait, who was this non-GM that made a trade?
no, he was a co-GM. It was McZero.
Yeah, co-GM was McZearl. I was the non-GM.
McZ.
At that time, I was not a GM. I was just the guy that was there drafting. I was there as a filler for Brum and Abdizi.
And you made a trade?
And it got accepted. and
it screwed over the other team, which is hilarious.
Which, I mean, like...
Why would you make a trade?
Because it was a steal, that's why.
Because McZearl offered it, and I accepted it, and I thought that he had trading ability, and I was given trading ability from DZ and Brum.
No, but it's not anything that's clarity. It's
I thought
such a terrible trade, which is hilarious.
I thought no trades. Well, when I was a co-GM, I was under the impression that co-GMs can negotiate trades but can't finalize a trade unless the head GM says so.
I mean, on the Gome HL, I can finalize trades if I want. I usually don't myself, ever. I always go to my head GM and be like, "Yo, is this okay?" He's like, "Yeah."
No, but that's a different league though. Like on SHL, I thought that was the rule. Like in the
GM.
in the GM office, all trades need to be posted, and I'm pretty sure the head GM needs to post in that thread for the trade to actually go through.
Well, see, so here's the special circumstance, right? So it's during the draft that this trade was announced and that this trade was accepted. And Kez wasn't there to draft. He gave McZ the power to draft and be the GM during that draft because he wasn't going to be available. McZ didn't know that he didn't have trading rights. That's on Kez. But at the same time, looking back on it, in hindsight being 2020, that trade probably shouldn't have been accepted. That trade probably should not have gone through. And I mean, it's a win for us, but it's not good precedent. I will be the first one to admit that. That is not good precedent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, bringing it back to the whole Galactics thing, I'm just gonna say like what I think about it because you guys were talking. I think, yeah, like I said, I think it's fine that she do whatever she has or she wants to do. I do think since she hasn't done this before, that she should wait until she has someone to help her but I
If
think
that is.
if she does want to do something, then she has all the right to do it.
I'll make it. I will compromise with you.
I don't.
If she makes a trade, and this is assuming that she will be allowed to make trades and everything, that trade should be able to be vetoed by the incoming GM. Does that sound
I
like a
think
fair stipulation?
even then.
If
Uh,
it, I'll agree to that if they allow like trades to be just posted in the GM office and not announced. Does that
And
make
that-
sense?
maybe. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they can have the trades done like and set in the GM office, but the league won't know that it's happened. And whenever they do get that
It'll probably
next,
get people are kind
because
of.
the applications
at
are
me,
for
right?
head GM, right?
Yes. Applications are for head.
I don't
GM,
even
and
think
the head
Galactics
GM
will be
gets the-
named. I mean, no offense, Galactics. I don't think you'll even get the co-GM job.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I mean,
Hot take.
It's because. Sorry.
You don't need to apologize if you think it. Don't apologize for it.
I mean,
Just
yeah.
fucking
I
say
mean,
it.
that's okay. I guess. But I don't know.
I
I
mean-
probably want to trade for a co-GM just because experience and stuff. I'd want to get someone like that.
Well, and you want
Like, I
somebody
thought-
that's going to bring something new to the team, and you want somebody that you know that you can trust and I mean, in some sense, control, but in
No,
another sense,
but
be able
I'm
to discuss
saying this
freely.
because not everybody like fits with everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Right? As a
Yeah.
GM, so I mean, you need someone who you can work with, and you're okay with working with. Not everybody will be okay with Galactics. That's not like saying Galactics is a bad person. That's like saying, you
Yeah.
know, that's
It is
the
what
only
it
that's
is.
the only reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, yeah. I don't know. If there were trades being made, I would hope that they would not be approved until a new GM was there to approve them. That would
Honestly,
be
if that's a be making trades if I were an intern.
Yeah.
It seems kind of poor.
Well,
Because if
because
I were a head GM coming into a job and I saw trades being happened about players that are pretty key, I'd want to make the deal and see what other teams can give me before I make any deal. Even if the interim has one in place and it's a good one.
All right, guys. We're down to 2 minutes, so it's time for the end of the podcast hot takes, unless you guys have already made them.
I kind of did.
All right.
I think
Samee-
Sammy's set on that.
So, Samee, you're out. So, Rice, do you have a hot take of anything that you want to get off your chest?
Oh god. Who wants to go first?
You can go.
Oh shit.
This can be about
yeah, 'cause
anything, guys. Hot SHL, non-SHL, whatever.
I kind of hope I didn't like make by saying that, but it's already been said. Okay.
I am going to. I mean, like, it's not a hot take, but I'm going to say that the new GM of Portland will have a goalie as a player. It's not really a hot take,
All right,
but
I'm getting
it's
it.
my
All right,
prediction.
let's go, boys. New GM. All right. I'm running shit.
Because from what I have heard, there have already been goalies that have applied to be the GM at Portland.
But are those goalies
Nice.
like? Would those goalies be a good GM though?
Yeah.
America.
Like there's no. It doesn't make any
America.
sense.
America.
America.
Oh,
Yeah, America.
true. I guess.
America.
Grape Head too, if I remember correctly.
Did he apply?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
That'd be so weird.
I mean,
Plays
that's up to
Portland in
him.
the finals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't know. Pretty happy as a militia. He's doing a good
Yeah.
job there.
Everybody wants an SHL GM job, though. I think the only exception is Evans, because he really loves his SMJHL commissioner job, which I would also value over an SHL GM
Isn't
job.
he a
if I'm being
Jets? He's a Jets co-GM though.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
does both.
So I mean, yeah.
It's an
I guess.
SMJHL head office job, though. It's not
Yeah.
SHL, so he doesn't have exactly influence over that.
Isn't Grapehad looking for a co-GM? He is. Raven stepping down. I think. Are
What? Yeah, I was about to say. You mean in Montreal? Yeah, Drodger 91 is already the.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He'll actually go after a job if he a SHL job, but if he does, good job, right?
Okay,
I don't
Rice,
know.
you got a hot take?
Not really. So I'm just gonna say Samee is.
A bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate
That's
Samee.
a hot take,
Oh
really?
man.
God damn it! That's the most Canadian answer I've ever heard.
What?
Jesus. I don't have a hot take. Everybody's okay, eh?
Alright. What's my hot take for the week?
All
Did
right.
you already say that Portland would get punished already another time?
Oh yeah, that's my hot take. I still
Yeah.
think this thing isn't over yet.
Yeah.
I still
And then
think
mine was
because I still
yeah.
think people are gonna
Oh
come
shit!
back.
Do you think?
I still think people
Cam,
are gonna come
Cam-
back. More shit's gonna come to happen.
Okay, Cam.
Somebody's gonna.
Because when a new
Hmm?
GM's announced, I mean, we're gonna get right back on this topic. Yeah, Clardy.
I guess.
No, I've got this. All right, better hot take.
Okay.
Cam is going to have to pay up on his bet within the next month or so because of the shit that's happened in Portland.
What
Here's
bet
my-
is this? I didn't bet any money. I already bet money.
The bet that 3 people will be banned from the SHL.
Yeah, that's in 2018. We're not in 2018.
Wait,
No,
what?
that's what I'm saying. This Portland punishment will end up in that happening.
Oh, more
Yes,
people getting banned.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you can get banned over this much. Jeez.
I think that you get banned if you react in a certain way to this.
Like that has to be a really bad reaction.
And
I don't think anyone's gonna do that. Unless it was like Gorlab, but he's not even around, so.
Bring back Gorlab.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Bring him back.
No, don't.
Yes, bring him back.
No.
I remember.
All y'all
Oh,
need to
man.
get your
Very
weight
close.
up.
Oh my gosh.
Bring back Gorlab just so that way Jed can slam his ass again.
Man, I've been trying to I wish I could see that post. That
One more time.
Yeah, just
The
when I
one
told
where you Thunderdome like Eggy and a bunch of other people.
me.
No, Gorlab.
Oh no, I want to see my post where I told him to fall off a cliff. And also he Thunderdomed me. He Thunderdomed me because he copy and pasted my post into the Thunderdome and said something like, "Is this what an HO member should act like?" or something.
Oh yeah, because it was a threat against your life. He was
Yeah.
using that argument when being Gorlab.
Mhm.
It's like driving while black. It's posting that shit while being Gorlab.
And on
Wait,
that
no.
note-
I want to say this, but then people get mad at me, so I won't. I'll say it in the post
All right.
podcast.
So
I
After
think Cam will
hours.
get it.
on Clardy's driving all black comment, I think it's time to wrap up before we get. That's after hours content, Clardy. How dare you? But anyway,
Oh, God.
everybody, thanks for listening to us ramble for about an hour on Portland and the other things in the SHL. We hope to see you again soon. Fuck you guys and bye.